Welcome back to the monthly investing adventure. Today is Friday, November 1st, 2024, and the portfolio ended yesterday on October 31st at about 61.43, which is up a little over 0.5% in October. That's before the gains today and the monthly contribution of 275 that went in this morning. So before we go and make our buys using Fidelity's trading dashboard, let's go ahead and review the allocation for the monthly investing adventure portfolio, as well as look at how the balances perform over time compared to what we had forecasted when we first started out. And then finally taking a look at what we have to buy for today to get everything invested. So in terms of allocation, this is a 70% stock, 20% bond, and 10% gold allocation. We take the 70% stock and we divide it into half. So 35% of that goes to large cap growth, which is represented by QQQ, the NASDAQ 100. The other half of the stock allocation, the other 35%, goes to small cap value. And we're using the Advantage Fund AVUV for that purpose. In terms of bonds, we're using government bonds, so GOVT, this ETF, 20% there. And finally, 10% to gold, where we're using the gold minis, the GLDM. So that's the allocation in case you're interested in seeing how that should look. And then in terms of balance over time, we started this portfolio back in March of 2023. So it's been a good year and a half at least, and a month or so. And since we started, we were tracking the forecasted growth over time pretty well. And then through 2024, it really took off. A lot of it is gold. Some of it is the bonds coming back. But it's tracking above the forecasted line for the last year or so. I don't think this is going to continue over the long term. It will always revert to the mean. But while we have this outperformance, we're going to go ahead and take it. In terms of the actual performance, on an annualized basis, it is up 19.36% for the year. So that's pretty good. So like I said, we'll take our wins where we can get it. In terms of the buys today, we are adding in $275 for the month. This is up from $250, which was what we put in last year. So our goal is to add a little bit to the contribution every year. So I think we started with $250. We increased that by 10%, so now we're at $275. So in terms of buys, we're going to buy $68 of NASDAQ, $106 of small cap value, $91 of government bonds, and then the balance we will buy into GLDM. So let's go ahead and make those buys. So using the Fidelity trading dashboard, first up is NASDAQ 100. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy dollars at the market, and it's 68. We'll go ahead and click preview and get this one placed. Next up is small cap value, AVUV. So AVUV, we're going to buy. We're going to buy dollars at the market, 106. Get this order placed. So I'm using big rounded numbers for now until I get to the final buy, which is gold. And that will be for whatever is left over. So we did our first two buys of NASDAQ 100 and small cap value as represented by AVUV. Let's check the last two, which is 91 in government bonds and the balance to gold. So we'll go to GOVT. Go ahead and buy dollars at the market, $91, and preview and get this placed. All right, last but not least, we're going to go to GLDM, and I can see that we have $10.18. So in this one, I'm going to use an exact amount, and I'm going to click buy dollars at the market, and we're going to buy 10.18 and let the system figure out how much to buy to bring us as close to zero as possible. We get the warning about the commodity. We're going to ignore it and get it placed. All right, this is now all done. And we can see that at the end of the day, we're going to be down to 4 cents. So 2 cents that was existing and 2 cents from the 275. But the buys for the month are complete. And that's it for the monthly investing adventure. Next month is the last month for 2024. We'll make our buys and then we'll plan for 2025. Thanks for following along, and I will see you on the next one. See you later.